That was a different one.
That was the wrong
Jesus
one.
Christ. What is my co-host? What is my co-host? That was the wrong one. But you know what? What do you do? Are you like undercover? Are you part of the mob? You're part of the mafia.
Hitting the mattresses.
That's right. Ladies
Oh.
and gentlemen. That's not really bad. That's Jennifer.
This is my voting tonight.
Right now, so I don't know if I'm lagging or not. So bear with me, everyone.
Yeah, I'm not sure we are either because I can't find us anywhere, nowhere. Nope.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't find us
Can
anywhere.
you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you. So now we get to talk.
Yeah.
I think. I can hear you, yes. And Jenny can hear. Everybody can hear. Hello, Kim Brady. I'm your princess. Okay, we're back in business, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Jennifer? Fat lady.
Good. Hanging on in New Orleans, or not, at an undisclosed location. I don't know. How about you?
Right. I just, hey, we're going to work with it. I'm having the worst technical difficulties of any podcast I've ever had. So we're going to go ahead and introduce our guest to bring her back on in case I like lose whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, from all the way across the pond, all the way from Ireland, let's have Jenny Sullivan.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning. I feel like I should change my drink from Bloody Mary. I don't know why, but I do now.
How's everyone?
Well, Brandon could probably be better right now, but
I know, right?
How are you? How's Ireland? How are things?
Ireland is good as it can be. I'm glad that you knew he'd jump out. Good. All is good. All is good. Getting better, which is good. Getting better. But Ireland is good. We're feeling the cold a little bit. It's beginning to come in early, but I like the cold. I like winter. I love autumn. So we're done with the summer. Bring in the rain. I know I sound miserable, but bring in the rain.
Oh no. I'm in like, what is it, Celsius? 34, 35, 40.
It's love. I don't know what it is here. Well, it's 9 here. It's 9 here.
Yeah, I wish it was that here.
But it's also 2 a.m. in Ireland. So.
It is 2:07 a.m. in Ireland, but we don't sleep. We nap.
That's right.
We just nap. We don't sleep.
Or you drink too much, you pass out, you wake up, you do it again.
You do it again.
Did that really happen? Nap, pass out, potato, whatever.
Potato.
Speaking of potatoes, she is from Ireland, and she is my favorite potato.
You see, I'm your favorite potato. I'm going to send you over a plushy potato.
I want some of those Irish potatoes. We don't have them over here.
I'll see if I can send some over to you. I didn't realize my microphone was turned off, but you can still hear me through the web camera. So now does it sound better?
It still sounds pretty good. So for those people over here in the U.S. who are ignorant, which is most of us, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do over there.
Well, I do absolutely nothing. No, I'm just
same.
Well, I'm Jenny Sullivan from Ireland. I run Emerald Isle Paranormal Researchers and my podcast Shadow Whispers in the Night. I'm in the paranormal about 19 years and I'm retiring every week from it. And I still haven't yet. Yeah, and I still haven't yet. But I've been to some amazing locations, as you can imagine. I also kind of involved in animal rescue for more years than I have been in paranormal. So that's my second passion is animal rescues. But I have investigated some of the most fabulous locations in Ireland. Lepre Castle, as we all know, is my favorite.
Yep.
Hellfire Club Dublin, Redwood Castle, Shane's Castle up in the north in County Antrim, Millmount Museum in Drogheda, many museums and convents and so on in Ireland. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but I love it. I absolutely love it. But I'm still retiring every weekend.
So your favorite is which one? Which one did you say was your favorite?
Lepre Castle.
Oh, tell me why. I don't know anything about those things.
Oh, you should. Oh, then you see, a lot of people would know about Lepre Castle. People call it Lepre Castle, I call it Lepre Castle. It's one of the most famous castles in Europe. I mean, there's plenty, but Lepre Castle is exactly what they say Lepre Castle is. I've been investigating this castle for about 10 years. It is everything. I've done 2 TV shows on it. For I think it was Haunted Destinations in Canada and Spooked Ireland for Scottish TV, which is on Discovery Plus and Travel Channel. It is. I've been investigating it for about 10 years, and it's the O'Carroll clans that owned it. It's very malevolent. You have the Bloody Chapel, you have the oubliette, you have the children of the castles, you have the governess, you have the butler, and so on and so on. It's a malevolent castle. It is. I've had bad experiences in it than good, but really interesting experiences, if that makes sense. The second floor of it is my favorite, but I do all the EVP work.
Yeah.
So the audio from it is phenomenal. It's been used on TV. It is, I will say, is one of the best that I have from it. Yeah, I do all EVP work. So from all these locations, Lepre Castle, Hellfire Club is great. Shane's Castle is great, but Lepre Castle.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the Hellfire Club because I was supposed to come see you this year, and it just didn't work. So I'm not going to make it to the Hellfire Club this year. Next year. Okay. But let's talk about the Hellfire Club because, ever since the TV show came out, Stranger Things, and the Hellfire Club was everywhere. Yes. Let's talk about the real Hellfire Club.
Yeah. Okay. So the Hellfire Club, my history is probably going to be, but I'll do, because I always kind of go up and just take it from the location when I'm in it. When I look up the history, it kind of like goes in one ear and out the other. But it was used as a gentleman's club. So you have it from the north of Ireland, the south of Ireland, and the UK. So it was a gentleman's club only. And they would have, they'd have women, young women come over, and, they would do whatever they wanted to do. The main story of it is they were playing a game of poker one night around the table. It was a windy, stormy, treacherous night, and I know how to get up to this location, and it is a trek and a half. And so there was a knock on the door, and of course one of the men got up and opened up the door, and they brought this gentleman in. So he sat around the table, and they offered him a drink, sat around the table, and were playing poker with him. One of the men dropped a card. He bent down to pick it up, and he seen that the man's feet were hoops.
Oh.
So that is the main story of Hellfire Club. But investigating there, it was originally used as a shooting range, something like that. But the person who built it, and I forget his name, so I will come back to that. He had passed away 4 years after it was built. And then that's when the elite of the elite people came over and took it over and used it as a gentleman's club only. So if women were allowed in, they were allowed in for one thing only, and that was it. They did put one woman into a barrel, they set it alight, and they kicked her down the hill. Now that hill is a lung buster. You have to stop halfway going up. That's kind of worse going up that hill, the mountain, than it is actually in Hellfire Club. It's worse.
Oh, wow.
It's not. Listen, we had people coming over for tours and whatnot, and we say wear proper runner, footwear and whatnot. This is going to be a trek. You can have the hard way, or you can have the medium way. Both are tough, but I would suggest going the second road and not the first road, because I thought I was going to have to be helicoptered lifted out of it because I couldn't make it the whole way up. And it was torrential rain. It was my first time up in Hellfire Club, so I got a little panicky. But I remember investigating there, and me being me would say, me being me, this is not a gentleman's club anymore. This is now a woman's club, and you're not invited. Yeah. So no, you're not invited. So because I'm very, if I hear of these men and they've hurt women and so on, I'm kind of like that, So I don't provoke, but I do say this is now a woman's club, not a gentleman's club, and you're not invited. Now I was up there before with a few people, and they had left to go for a walk outside, and I'm standing on the second floor of the Hellfire Club, looking out of the frame, the window, no glass there. But I see these people getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and I'm waving at them. And then I realize, oh my God, I'm still standing as a female in the Hellfire Club by myself. And I was kind of thinking to myself, you know what I said earlier? I didn't really mean it. I'm joking. It's still your club. Yeah, I didn't mean it. Yeah, it wasn't me. And then I actually looked out the window to see how high the drop would be if I did have to kind of like, let's go over here and see, what I break. But you have to go down 2 flights of stairs, and there's one room at the very back that nobody likes at all. It's probably my favorite room, but nobody likes that room. But you'd have to pass that room to go down. And so I thought I can do fight or flight. So I just stood there singing, singing like, this is okay. I'm okay. Everybody's okay. It was just me by myself. Right. But everyone's okay. I didn't really mean it. But I have my fingers crossed because I did really. But of course. But there's an interesting video footage that I unfortunately don't have. Hey, Miss Kimmy, that I don't have.
Kimmy Cops. Sorry, I had to say that. I haven't said that in years.
There was one piece of video that I don't have, but we had to do a reenactment of it. Well, down at the bottom of the stairs, one of the girls was setting up the camera, and you could see something going across the wall, like a snake, and going down and going behind the bottom of the stairs when you first walk in the entrance. And we tried to reenact it, but you could only get so far with it, but it doesn't go right down to the bottom of the wall, across the floor, and in behind the stairs. I don't have that footage, but I do remember seeing it. We watched it so many times. We recreated it, couldn't get the same thing again. So that was interesting. Another girl that I do know was wearing a body camera, and she only showed me a few weeks ago, and she turned around when we were leaving one last time, and she showed me a picture that she had taken on her body camera, or just with her mobile phone taking pictures. I've never seen a picture like it before in my life. There was a tall black silhouette shadow. You can see legs and an arm walking down the stairs. I never seen anything like it. And it just makes me, because I do all the EVP work, it just makes me want to start using my phone to take random pictures, my body camera. The picture was to a point when I do go back, then I definitely be calling out for him. Definitely calling out for him. It is a very interesting place. You do get, obviously you get females in it. You'll obviously get men in it telling you to get out, the usual stuff, and F off and whatnot, and so on and so on. And especially for me to leave, because they don't like me. I don't care.
Are there also fae at Hellfire Club? Or
there is supposed to be fae at the Hellfire Club. There are stones behind it, on the rooftops and so on. There is supposed to be fae. Have I experienced any of them? Not yet, but there's plenty of time. We will be going back, of course. It's Hellfire Club is about 40 minutes away from where I live.
Oh, okay.
It's on my doorstep, as we say. It's down the road.
Oh, it's across the street.
Yeah, right.
My husband said that we were in Czech Republic. He wanted to go to Poland. I said, "You realize how far that is?" He's like, "No, it's like right there. It's across the street." I went, "No."
No, across. Yeah, the same. My glass.
It is not.
Have you had any run-ins with fae? It doesn't have to be at Hellfire Club, but just anywhere. That you know of.
That I know. I don't think I've had many run-ins with something that I don't know if they were fae or not. I don't know. there was something that happened when I was younger. I mean, in my home, not this home, this home is like, whoa, this house, like we could do a session here and now, and you definitely get something in this house, always. But something happened when I was younger, and I talked about this last week. And I don't, it's not fae, but and long story short, as they say in Ireland, who's set up for the next 3 hours. There was coming home from my friend's house one night, and I know people have probably heard it before. Jenny, are we doing this again? Yes, we are. So coming home from my friend's house one November evening, and it was a clear sky, you know, beautiful clear sky, stars, lovely. My brother's friend was walking up my garden, and I said to him, for some reason, what's that up in the sky? But there was nothing for me to see. Nothing was there for me to look up and see anything. So I went into the house, told my elder sister, my siblings who were watching TV, and she closed the curtains. We went out to the front to look over across. We live on a main road, so there's an unused factory across the road from us, and above it there was 3 things, 2 this side, 1 this side. They were like round and into a tail, huge, smoky grey in color. So 2 this side and 1 this side, and they kept going up, and they'd disappear, come down, like they were swimming. And then they'd swap 1 here and 2 here, and they kept doing that. And I know it sounds like, Jenny, you know, you're a child, I was a teenager. But it kept going on for about over an hour. Anyway, people were gathering to my house. My sister, 2 of our friends' parents, but each individual parent had passed away that weekend. My brother-in-law's brother had passed away that week as well. And we had to pick my mum up from work and so on and so on. And then my siblings were watching TV. There's 11 in my family, so there's always one odd one. I took the role of that, and I love it. And I remember we were getting, you know, the porch. You know, where you get a porch built where, you know, you put the glass sliding door in it. But that was just newly being built. So the red bricks were being built and so on. So nothing has been completed yet. So we're all looking across the road and watching these things, and we're staring at them. Just staring at them like, WTF, like, what the heck? And even though me being a child, I kind of was that kind of, you know, that not weird child, but the one who kind of, you know, didn't watch cartoons.
Right.
Unless it's Scooby-Doo. And one had literally shot down. There's a big hedge across the road. One shot down, went through the hedge. You could see it going through the hedge and shot back up within seconds. Now, I always say when it was down through the hedge, it would have been about 60 foot long. It just, I'm not kidding, it went and back up. I remember one of the guys who was there pulled me back behind him so he can get into the house before me. It was this, as if to say, and I know it sounds like a TV, it sounds like a Steven Spielberg thing, it sounds like a TV thing, but if I could, you know, in the future, if you could have these projectors from your mind and to put on the wall, which probably wouldn't be a good idea for me because people will really see what I'm thinking then, that's probably not a good thing. Just to, anything that's apart from paranormal, and that was paranormal, what's that? They left about half an hour, 40 minutes after that, they left. To this day, it's never happened again. But it was the most surrealist thing ever. And then we would hear singing outside or crying outside. You know, and if your mother tells you to close the curtains, as an Irish mother, she tells you to close the curtains, you close the curtains. You close those curtains. Why, mother? Why? Do you know? Do you know what I know? You know, and I'm that child that questions everything. I used to be told, Jenny, shut up, shut up. I'm like, you know, I'll never take no for an answer. But if she tells you to close your curtains and don't look out, then you do that. My brother was in the shower one time and he called down for my sister. I keep thinking that she was calling him, but he wasn't. But as they say with the banshees, those who hear her are safe. Those who don't hear her are not safe because
I thought it was the other way around.
No, those who hear her are safe, but those who don't hear her are not safe.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear
That
her.
makes sense.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my daughters have said many times, Mom,
it's funny that you say when an Irish mom tells you to close the curtains, you close the curtains. Yep. We do the same thing here in the Appalachian Mountains. After dark, all curtains have to be closed. Don't look outside.
Really? Oh, you see, that's when I'm going to want to look outside.
I know, and I do too. I still do. But yeah, there's a lot, especially if you've got a cabin and you're deep in the woods. Don't close those blinds and don't look out.
Really?
So same.
Really?
So that's interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's so cool. Is it cool though?
I mean, I'm used to it.
I would tell you now, because it's evening time with you. It's still bright, is it?
No, it's dark.
Okay, look out the window. Put the camera out the window. We'll all have a look outside. I'm gonna do it. Oh no!
Yeah. I'm not wearing pants.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That's normal.
Just
we don't look outside here in the French Quarter for much different reasons after dark.
Really?
Brandon saw a few. That was, I'm sure he did.
That's something else.
Really? Oh my God. I always want you to go over. I will. I know I'm making plans to go to Massachusetts. I have plans to go to Massachusetts. I'm definitely going to go over.
You need to come.
Kim, I have plans of going over. And what Kim is saying, it's so true. So true. In two houses that I lived in, this being one of them, and another house that I lived in, mainly this one, that the doorbell rings, the dogs go crazy, and my gates are steel, and I have a door camera. So the minute I look at my door camera, there's nobody there, and I'm like, I know when there's someone at my door. I've got 5 dogs. They're going to bark, and no one's there. But I always tell people, if you hear like you look out the window, if you don't have a doorbell camera and there's nobody there, do not open your door.
Nope.
Yeah, and never whistle after dark.
No.
Why not whistling? Tell me why.
I don't.
Because you don't know what you're calling.
Oh.
Something could whistle back.
Oh, see, I'm in a divilment mood now.
So I mean, it's fun, and it's just look at the similarities here in the Appalachian Mountains with the Ireland and Scotland. I mean, how Scotland's got their own Appalachian Mountain range.
Yeah, I've been to Scotland many times. My daughter's half Scottish, excuse me, and I've been to Edinburgh, which is probably one of my favorite places to go to. It's a whole city made in the same stone. The buildings are just the same color, red brick or red stone. It's a whole different city. Like you're in a different world in Edinburgh. Yeah, it's beautiful. And the Highlands are stunning. Oh, the Highland cows, when you see them, you think you've never seen a cow before, but when you see a Highland cow,
yeah, they're so cuddly.
Oh, they're fabulous. Yeah, I mean, I was doing a tour last year for a company, and I really wanted to stop the bus, and just go and pet. We actually did at one point, myself and my lovely friend Vanessa. We stopped at some part. I think this was in the north of Ireland. I can't remember if it was the north of Ireland or Scotland. And we got out to rub some cows, but they were lovely, so we did.
So I want to bring up this question. Yes, we do have feral people here in the Appalachians. They are deep up in the Appalachians, usually West Virginia, Upper Virginia. Yeah, we there are feral people in the mountains. I personally know 3 people without Social Security numbers that were born in the mountains. So yes, it is true. And look, my beautiful wife says, "Hey, Jenny."
Hey, darling. Hope you're well, my love. I hope you're well. I'll give you a wee mail. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, we hope she's feeling better.
We're getting there.
Bless her heart.
So, Jen, what you got?
Me? I was going to say, I kept thinking of feral people, and that's not what I was thinking because of where I live. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, that's a different type of feral.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Different kind.
Yeah, that's a different kind of feral.
I'm that city girl where all this is kind of fascinating because that's not what. Nope, that's not what we do. But we do have the history for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you, where are you, what are your projects? You said you foster dogs, so
I do. I
that
do.
was, Brandon, you knew I couldn't let it go.
I was waiting. I was letting you just make that connection.
You know I couldn't let it go, so I just
know, go
lost
ahead.
mine August 10th.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm so sorry. That's just, let me tell you, I know, girl, I know. Like, mine's tattooed on my arm with her paw, my little darling. And then her big portrait is in front of me, and I
Yeah.
have her necklace, and her ashes and my necklace, which is on the fireplace beside her ashes. And she passed July of last year, unexpectedly. She was my soulmate, and yeah. So I think I changed after she passed. Yeah, yeah.
Same here. Ours was fighting lymphatic cancer, and we thought we had him beat, and he just tanked on us. And yeah, it was. And again, it was one of those once in a it was a once in a lifetime pet. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah, yeah.
soul connection.
I have that completely. I had it with my colleague, my beautiful Zach, who passed away, my beautiful Hope, who passed away, that I've raised her from birth because she's a rescue. And then I adopted a little dog behind me. Well, I adopted a 15-year-old Chihuahua 2 weeks ago. Can you see her down there?
Oh,
See him down there, and he's a grumpy monkey. And then I have another little Chihuahua behind me here. She stepped in as my soulmate when Hope passed away, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with her.
well,
So
if you come across any Rotties, let me know, because male Rottie would be.
Is that your breed, Rottie?
Rottweiler.
Rottweilers, yeah, that's your breed. Yeah, yeah.
It's I wouldn't think it. I mean, isn't it funny how you connect with the breed? Like, we started out with Cocker Spaniels, and then I had a Lab and a Husky, and Huskies were kind of my soul, but they were bad luck for me. Long story. And they're funny and they're bratty. I mean, they're so bratty.
Toddlers. They're like toddlers. Yeah.
They are. But Rotties are, for me, like, that's.
I rescued one before. Yeah, I rescued one. She was tied to my gate. She was pregnant. No. She was pregnant. And so I took her in, of course. She had beautiful pups. Oh, my God. Stunning. And, of course, we're all rehomed and so on. And I didn't have room here, so I gave it to one of my good friends in the Rottweiler Rescue in Ireland. So, and that's me. I started off with the small dogs and so on. And then I had my beautiful big Akita Newfoundland mix. His name was Riley Bear. And then we have my soulmate, Zach, who was a collie German Shepherd mix. He passed away. He was, listen.
Wow.
It's going to turn into a crying show.
I know.
I'm joking. No, I'm sniffing because I've had cold.
We could always switch it back over to Shaman Sundays, and we could do the crying shit that I used to do on that show.
Yay!
You try.
Now I've gone into the Chihuahuas. Now I've just gone full-blown Chihuahuas because of Hope, because of my Hope.
Yeah. That's Brandon's. That's your puppy, isn't it, Brandon?
No. That's my wife's dog.
That's Anna's. Okay.
Chihuahuas.
I've got a German Shepherd.
Look,
that makes more sense.
Yeah, and he's my service, and he's my PTSD service animal. So
yeah. And you know what? I have 4 other dogs, and I think Harley, who's behind me, I adopted her when she was 9. She's now 11. There's nowhere I go that she's not with me. And even if I'm in the bath, she's in the bath with me. And I am proud to say that she's in the bath with me. She knows, when you don't just have one, some people just have one soul dog, but you can have a few soul dogs. Yeah. And I know my soul dogs, and I do have 4 other dogs, but my children used to always say to me, hey, Mom, who do you love more, me or Zach and Hope? And I'm like, children, if you don't like the answer, don't ask the question.
I mean, really.
You love your kids, but you do have a stronger connection to some kids. It's not that you don't like them. It's that maybe they're more like you, or they're more interested in things. Look at Dad.
I'm upset. She's everywhere with me, and sometimes she's in her drawer beside me in her blanket, but she's on the couch behind me. But this is Harley.
Hello, Harley.
And she she's tired now because she's like, Mom's working again. Mom's
Yeah, she does. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, you have me up. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. It's just like the dog was like, it is 2:45 in the morning and you're picking me up.
I know, but just like, Mom's working. But now she's making herself into a burrito yet again. So she's all good. She's all.
It makes her
There's
happy.
my cat is over there. He's a disability. Then you have Boo Boo. Boo is there. Boo, he's 15 years old. He's grumpy, but he's a good boy. Then you have Miss Harley, and then you have Yogi Bear, Rosa, and Sasha, who are in bed.
Oh, wow.
And then you have Toby, the cat. He has special needs. He's a disability, not special needs. He's disability.
What's Toby?
He,
I have one too.
Oh, I hand fed him when he was a kitten. I knew his walking was different. He has cerebellar hypoplasia. So it's like I know we call it CH for short. So it's kind of the cerebellum in the brain that grows to control your motor skills did not grow with him. And so he walks like my twin on a Saturday night out. Sorry, Vicky.
Do you want to know? This is so interesting. My great cat has that too.
Shut up, really?
Not kidding. Her mom had corona when she was in uterus, and it was only 2 survived, and she's the most uncoordinated cat I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Precious is all get out, because according to her, she's doing just fine.
Right. She and I say to my twin, because Vicky, my twin Vicky, yes, there's 2 of me. Vicky, we're wearing the heels on a Saturday night now, and Vicky, and I always say, Vicky, what now? I'm going to cut this bit off for her and let her see it. Goes, Jenny, you're talking about me on a show again. But she has these skinny legs, so when she's walking on her heels, she's walking like a newborn foal. So I said, I know she does, especially when we had a few gin and tonics. But she walks like Toby. There's a wall, let's hit it. There's a frame of the door, let's hit it. I'm aiming to one place. The sweeper brush will come down. Who's that? It's just Toby. Then you hear something in the bin. Then you go in and you lift up the bin, and there's Toby sleeping in the bin. I don't know. He's now 10 years of age. We've raised him from like when he was like thrown into a garden.
Oh, bottle babies.
A baby. And so now he's 10 years of age. Now he will draw blood. Oh, he'll kill you. Oh my God, he'll kill you. Like, I'm like, when I hold him, I hold all of his legs. My beautiful friend Chantal from South Africa, excuse me, this girl is about 6'5", and she's a horse trainer, and she went over to the UK to her granddad, and I said, come over to Ireland. So they came over to Ireland. So that girl has never drank to this day since she left Ireland for the weekend. No, ever.
I'm just,
She's never.
There's some stereotype about Irish people in
I don't know what it is, but she's never drank again since. But because she works with these big stallions and so on, and I'm like, Chantal, don't pick him up. His tail is moving. Don't pick him up. Don't. It's okay, Jenny. I'll pick it. I said, Chantal, please don't. He will kill you. He'll kill you. So we're doing it live. She picks him up. Let me tell you, to this day, she still has scars on her arms, and she still doesn't have feelings in 2 of her fingers.
Oh no.
He literally went crazy. He wrapped all of his legs around her arm. We're watching a show, and she's kind of like dangling her arm to get him off. This cat cannot jump. He leapt again and jumped, and I could see just blood dripping from my fingers onto the ground. She goes, it's okay, Jenny, it's okay. And I'm like, we're going to need AE. But no, this cat, you have to know this cat. You have to know this cat. And it's a great cat for not allowing young children into my house.
Perfect.
There's definitely will with children. Mine's so funny. She's the polar opposite. She's just sweet as can be, but I have a black cat that messes with her, and she will break nails. She don't care.
Really? I have a black cat here as well. Mimi's here somewhere. Oh, Mimi's over on the chair. She's long-haired black cat. She's 14 years of age, and she's been hand-fed as well. So
turned this into the pet show, haven't we? But
Brandon Cooper has a way of connecting pet people from across the world.
And then we have the same fabulous name as well. So come on now, we've got this cat with the same.
There you go.
And we're grieving over our pets, and it's hard. And are you planning on getting another dog, Jennifer? Are you going to get? I know it's early. I know.
No, this is funny. When our first Rowdy died, we got the one that just passed away 3 days later because of a rescue situation. He was a puppy and he was a few days from dying from flea anemia. And
Oh,
he was
wow.
locked in a cage. He didn't know how to walk well. And so my husband, when this last one passed, was saying, I can't, no more, I can't.
It's hard. Yeah.
And I talked to him the other night and I said, I can't take nevers. I have enough of nevers to deal with right now. I can't
Right.
take more nevers.
Right.
And I said,
Yeah.
don't say never to another dog. You can say not right now. You can say when it's
Yeah.
the right time, but please don't say never. And since we had that conversation, I think there's been an energy shift in the house.
Okay.
And Angel Morgan, who was on our show, she's teaching me pet communication.
Oh, I love.
And so when our dog had passed, we had run him to the ER and didn't make it in time. We came home and I laid down in bed and I saw him. And he was in a field. There was a tree. The tree looked like an apple tree, but it was growing balls for dogs to play with.
Don't, Jennifer, please.
Yeah,
And
welcome.
And I keep going back and I ask him, Mom and Dad miss you. Maybe someday you'll come back to us. And he showed me in a dream him changing from himself into a puppy. And when I asked him about that, he said, not yet, Mom, but soon. That's all I hear. Not yet, Mommy, soon. Not yet, Mommy, soon.
Go with that.
I think,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
They fall into your lap when you don't expect it. They just fall into your lap.
It will.
Speaking of things that just fall in your lap. So one of the viewers that are on right now kind of made me think about this. So you never know who's watching you, right? Like, all of us think that we just get on here and we podcast and we're just doing it because we love it and it is what it is.
Hey.
I never thought that I touched people or reached anybody. But how about I had somebody reach out to me out of the blue and thank me for everything that I was doing out of the blue. And so it got me thinking, I need to say the same. So, Jennifer, thank you for everything that you do for New Orleans and the Paracon and the show. You do amazing work and it does not go unnoticed. And Jenny, I watch you constantly, not just because you're my favorite potato, but you're entertaining the lives that you do. And I like pissing off some of your fans when I call you a potato. But you're amazing too. And everybody that's watching, like, for real, like if you got this one person that you've been watching and they don't know it, reach out to them because you have no idea how much I needed to hear something like that today.
Right.
So I'm just going to say it. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you.
Nancy. Love Nancy. Yeah. Nancy. Nancy's my rock as well. Bless her heart. She listens to me and Kimmy, and they listen to me and they've been through nights with me as well. And they've been through my hard time. So yeah, Nancy was a straight talker. And God, how she keeps up with me or puts up with me, I do not know. And Kimmy, such a laugh. But Nancy, me and Nancy were talking on video call a few nights ago. I never laughed so much. She was making beautiful food. And I'm like, Nancy, I'm starving. It's getting daylight here. I went to look for some food. I came out with a box of cereal, bran flakes, instead of eating it from the box. So I was just like, and I'm choking on it because it's all dry. So I said, let me get another little gin and tonic here. I know it's getting daylight, but so what?
Right.
But we have so much fun. She's a good heart and she's a straight talker. Yeah, she'll support you, but she'll straight talker. The same with Kimmy. Straight talkers, straight women, that's what you want. Even if it's something you don't want to hear, I'm a straight shooter. Yep. I'm kind of like, don't sugarcoat something with me. Tell me, as hard as it is, I'm a tough woman, I'll take it. So
I get along with people who just tell me what the hell's wrong. Like, if you just look at me and you're like, you know what, fuck you, I don't like you. Thank you. At least I know, right? I don't have to cut the grass to see the snakes. Thank you.
We don't have to do it. We don't have to beat around the bush. We don't have to waste time and energy on each other.
No.
We get it. Okay. So I get that too. So like me, don't like me, you get off the fun Jenny train.
I mean, stop. If you don't like me, stop watching me, because that turns you into a stalker, not a fan.
Yeah, keep liking, keep sharing. Look, Jenny, keep sharing. I always go, no, they're watching me. If you keep watching me,
I'll tell you what I like about what I love about your show, and our show, and some of the other. There's a few others kind of like this. You actually get to know people. You don't. We don't come in here with a set of paranormal questions that I'm going to ask you, and then we click off. Like, this is the whole reason why I love Radio Paranormal, because we get to know who real people are. Now, follow for the paranormal, and we'll talk a little bit more about paranormal. Cool, but it's also good to know who the people are that are doing the paranormal, and because you need to make sure that they're the right fit for you, or they're the right person, or that they're not lying.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
And we have to stop, because guess who's here? Mom's here.
Hi, Mom. Wait, where are my glasses? Hi, Mom.
You got to do the glasses for Mom. Look at your daughter, Mom. She's bad.
I'm bringing these to Wisconsin in 2 weeks, Mom.
It's gonna happen.
I love those glasses so bad.
Oh, we interrupt the show no matter what when her mother comes on.
Absolutely,
it's Mom.
Totally, Mom.
She missed my disguise earlier, but I'll explain that to her in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks,
right?
In person.
Cool.
My mom's like, cool. I may have to bring the glasses to Wisconsin.
So we got about 15, 20 minutes left.
Oh, it's not too fast.
I know it. Time flies. But where can people find? I want to make sure we get this before we end the show. Where can people find you? Where can they follow you? Where can they see you in the States? What do you got coming on?
Oh, lordy. My page on Facebook is Emerald Isle Paranormal Researchers. It is a private page, but if you just click request, there's a few questions there. They answer just because I know the legit people, and I do check them. But it's just, I do, right. But Emerald Isle Paranormal Researchers, Shadow Whispers in the Night, that is on Facebook. That's an open page. Then you have YouTube, Emerald Isle Paranormal. No, this nonsense putting me off now. Emerald Isle Paranormal Researchers on YouTube, and then we have the same on TikTok. So I do lives here and I do lives there, and I think for the next few weeks, just until October, I'm going to take a little break. I'll still be doing my shows, but I think I'm back out on the 31st of October. But I'm just from now until then, just kind of like doing my shows and so on. But I'm still, I'm still putting up stuff and still, going out to beautiful locations in my beautiful hometown, which is very historic. So I'm not short of places. Newgrange?
I've heard of it. I don't know where exactly.
Newgrange is one of the. Oh my gosh, I'm always crappy with my history. I really am, because I live beside it, so I don't have to learn it all the time. I just go to it. But it's older than the. I have to. Can I Google this now for a second?
Yeah, of course.
This is how old my town is, right? Okay, don't fail me now. Okay, so God, people, if anybody's from Drogheda that's watching this, but it probably won't be like, Jennifer, do you not know your history? I live in it. So Newgrange was built.
I know where Cork is. So Nancy was saying kind of by Cork.
Kind of by Cork. Newgrange. No. Excuse me, my throat. It's roughly, Newgrange was built in 30, if I'm going to say this right, between 3100 and 3200 BC. So it's roughly around 5,200 years old. It is older than the Great Pyramids of Giza and older than Stonehenge. And this place is 12 minutes away from where I live.
Oh, wow.
I live in one of the most historic towns in Ireland. There's many historic towns in Ireland, but Drogheda is definitely on the top of the list of historic towns. I live in the River Boyne, which Oliver Cromwell, if you know who he is, he's a bit of an MF. So he was, came and sieged Drogheda and whatnot, and Redwood Castle. He's been there. So Bruna Boyne, so that I've been in the Newgrange. But if you look it up, it's it's 5,200 years old, and it's literally, it's 12 minutes away from where I live. You know, it's my Mellifont Abbey, which the French monks had built this monastery. They didn't like it, and the Spanish did, and they left. I now go there with my dogs and my children for picnics, or I just go to take my shoes off and just walk in the grass, which I did last week. It's about 12 minutes. I live in the center of everything, so I don't have to leave my hometown to go out investigation. I go to these fabulous places, and a lot of castles.
Yeah, we don't have castles in America. I mean, we do, but we don't have castles.
Well, I've seen Wilson Castle.
Why do I know Wilson Castle? I know that name.
Yeah, Wilson Castle. There's a
that was okay. That's up in Pennsylvania, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I seen it, I said, "It's like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a castle. This is a castle."
Right. Oh, and Nancy says her ancestors are from Cork. Well, funny story. My wife still has cousins and relatives that live in Cork County. So
Cork is beautiful. Cork is beautiful. I love Cork. Love the accent. Love the places. The houses are all every different color. It's beautiful. And then you have Spike Island in Cork as well. Spike Island is bigger than Alcatraz.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yes, it was an army base at one point, and then it was a prison at one point, and now it's kind of like a big museum. Now they have closed it down, but it's reopening again to a team that I think in the next few weeks or months, I think, and then everyone's going down there to investigate as well. So it is, and I know I used to do during COVID. I had a personal trainer, and when I'm on video call and I'm sitting down, and he's eating a big breakfast roll, and I'm doing a workout.
I know Kobe.
COVID.
Oh, I thought you said Kobe, not COVID.
Oh no, sorry, that's just me.
I know COVID too. The
COVID.
The fake.
Well, I was doing my workout. And he's eating like a big sandwich and whatnot. And then I told him I was going to Spike Island, and he goes, "Oh, Jenny, I served time there." And I said, "In the army?" He goes, "No, prison. Let me know when you're going." No, I'm glad we're on camera, but no. And he's like, eating and drinking and doing whatever when I'm doing a workout. So I kind of quickly got rid of him. But yeah, that's Spike Island. It's bigger than Alcatraz, which I'd love to go to Alcatraz. So, yes, a lot of castles in Ireland. And I say, "Oh, I'm going to another castle this weekend." It's kind of like every weekend.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? That's just terrible.
Terrible.
Going here, I go to a castle.
Another castle.
Yeah.
Bad.
I know. It's kind of, I love it. When you drive, even to this day, when you drive around the bend, around to... Right, exactly, Nancy. When you drive around the corner to Lepre Castle, and then you see this beautiful lady in front of you, and I call her a lady, Lepre Castle, and it still takes your breath away. As many years as I've been there, it still takes your breath away, because you know what the place is about.
Yeah.
You think you do, but it always surprises you of what it's about. The audio from there is just... I mean, it's been on TV twice with it, and my audio was so good that they have used for the audio, and I was still called a paranormal witness, and I'm like, yeah, I was called, "Darling, my name is Jenny from Emerald Isle. You're using my audio. This is the creme de la creme audio, and you're still calling me a paranormal witness,
Yeah.
Say who I am, and this is my stuff, and I haven't. I've heard a lot of people, getting great stuff from Lepre Castle. I get that, but the one with the children in it, I've never heard it before. It was just phenomenal. Yes, they do. Some do. Well, yeah, some do. I think they do, and one particular person probably says the same thing on the one particular floor, which I'll never tell anyone that has never been to Lepre Castle what floors I'm talking about or what has happened in each floor, in case they go and then you kind of think like, well, Jenny said this and Jenny said that. So I don't tell people to get from each floor. But it is what it is.
I mean, maybe one day we can do Radio Paranormal live from Ireland.
I agree. Chris and I would love to come, and
Yeah,
great
yeah.
if you guys would come. And we also have a gentleman who's got a spot on the Isle of Man that if we could just, jet on over there and do some stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anytime you come over to Ireland, let me know. I'll arrange everything.
We're there.
I will arrange everything.
We could find some football games, soccer,
Football.
non-American football,
That'd be
football
football.
games there. No, my
Football.
husband's a huge soccer fan, and he actually played pro here.
Oh, wow.
He's a keeper, so and he was trained in Europe, so he was
Nice.
never trained, and he was trained the proper way. We'll put it that way. He was
Okay.
trained properly. So we watch a lot.
Well, the only thing that none of those, the one thing none of those players could prepare for was the American heat.
No.
A lot of them are complaining about how hot it was.
Right, you all got a lot of heat. Now, we did here in Ireland as well, and that was great. And I put up the gazebo so the dogs were cool and so on. But I didn't get as much sun this year as I normally would because I've been doing other stuff and whatnot. But I am good for autumn. Listen, I love summer. I like it, but I'm good for autumn. I'm good for duffling up, and and my scarf, my gloves, my hats. I am good for all of it. I'm good to duffle up. I'm not good for don't eat carbs because you have to go out at summertime. Don't eat carbs. I'm all about the carbs and the wine.
I love carbs.
Yeah, I'm all about the carbs, the wine, the pubs, the fire, the Guinness, the whiskeys. We're good for that in the wintertime. But in the summertime, you have to go, and kind of do all of that. And I'm like, no, I want to put a big woolly coat jumper on me and just kind of sit at the fire and have a pint of Guinness. I'm all good.
I'm with you. I miss seasons. I miss you. So to put it in perspective, Brandon and I experienced in Celsius 38 Celsius plus with heat index. So 38 to over 40 something.
No,
which means the humidity makes it feel that hot.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. When people say, and I'm talking to people, the weather's great, isn't it? And I'm at that stage where I have my own furnace inside. So I'm like the
Me too.
I'm like the exorcist, and I'm like, and it's a man that's telling me, and I'm like, can I mute myself for a second because what I'm about to say is not for live. And I'm
wait. Look, we say whatever the hell we want to on this.
No, I'm kind of like, isn't the weather great? Isn't the weather great? And I'm like, no,
I'm not.
Yeah, kind of like, and I'm like, give me the autumn, give me something cold. And my children say, Mom, it's so cold in the house. Put a jumper on. It's too hot.
My husband tells me the same thing. It's air conditioning's on blasting because I'm trying to sleep, and he's blue because I'm like, there's a blanket on the couch, man. You got bathrobes and wool socks from Wisconsin. You are rated for this. Just saying.
Here's your early Christmas present: fluffy socks.
Yes,
right.
Wear them.
Alpaca socks.
I'll tell you, I look forward to the fall just so I can enjoy investigating again.
I know.
It's so damn hot that I'm investigating, but we're dying.
But we can get out earlier because it's darker. But you see, there's still traffic noises, so it depends on where you are. So, you have to kind of let everything die down a little bit, pardon the pun, let things calm down. And, I want to get a T-shirt. And I said this before to someone, and they said, Jenny, you need to put that into a T-shirt. And I'm like, I'm going to copyright it. When you have these people that, fighting for this and fighting for that and, fighting for location and fighting for this. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, there's enough dead people to go around in the back. Calm down.
I think you should. I have
a great person who does my T-shirts and does it all. There's enough dead people to go around. Calm down.
But let me know when that shirt comes out. I'm buying one.
I'll get you one made. I'll get you made. I know a good friend of mine who makes them T-shirts for me, so I can, I'll get you all made. So, because of a lot of, and that's why I'm like, who's that?
I mean, but and the more international podcasts that I've been on, I went on Things in the Netherlands. I don't know if you know those guys.
Oh, do I know them? Listen, I met Shane when I was in Amsterdam. We met.
Oh, nice.
I did. We met for a coffee with my two girlfriends. We went over to Amsterdam for the weekend. We met Mary couldn't make it. I know them many years, But I met up with Shane for a coffee, and yeah, it was lovely to meet up with him. Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, it was so nice. But then, interviewing you and talking to you in Ireland and talking with them in the Netherlands, it's not just America where paranormal's going stupid. It's everywhere.
Oh Lord, listen, this is a private show later. Oh my God. Listen.
You're right. Yeah. Maybe that's for an after dark show, I guess.
That is definitely for an after dark show. Yeah. That's when you kind of FAFO. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Well, we got about 5 minutes left.
There was one question up here, if we can go to that, if you don't mind.
Of course.
James Brady. Jen, how long have you been investigating and what abilities do you have?
It's very near the beginning of the show.
There we go. I got it.
That's the one. Hi, James. Hope you're still here. I've been investigating for about 19 years. My abilities, I was going to say something there, but then my filter kicked in, so I said I won't say what I was going to say. So we'll say that after the show. But I think I always say I didn't have any abilities going into the paranormal at all. I was like the blind leading the blind going into paranormal completely. Come on, it's okay, it's safe, let's go. Let's throw a canary in. If it comes back out, we can go in.
Right.
Put a cat in the cat carrier. You bring it in, it goes, wow, you better get out. So that's your K2. Your cat was your K2, If the cat goes, make and all those animal lovers, listen, I'm an animal lover myself, so I'm joking. But the old school K2, put a cat in the cat carrier and you walk into a place and the cat goes crazy. But I always say the longer you're in the field, and it depends when you investigate with a group of different people every time. If you investigate with the same people, you know them, you get to know them, and your rapport with them and your relationship with them. If you investigate with people that you don't know and you haven't investigated with before and they're your guests, you don't know who they are, you don't know what they have with them, you don't know their intentions and so on. Say if I'm a host of a location, I'm very strict. I'm firm but fair. FAFO. So, respect what I do.
Yeah.
Respect what I do. It's not an entertainment night. It's carrying on homework that I'm doing, research that I'm doing, and I'm letting you join us and watch us, and you can take part in it, but there's no whispering. And if you do whisper, it's okay because it's a mistake. We all do it. But going into abilities, I didn't have any at all, until a few years ago, if this makes sense. The longer you're in the field, the more you're getting used to these locations, the more you walk in and you open yourself up. Like, I have been known before I even did paranormal, I go into castles and I touch walls. My brother got married in a castle and I'm touching the walls. And then all of a sudden I had this visualization that I'm walking down in this big dress. Oh, they're calling me for dinner again, like, oh, Jennifer. And now I live in a bloody house, What happened to me in my former life that I got a house and not a castle anymore? So I touched the walls. You touch something on these occasions. So you open yourself up. You be one with it, if that makes sense. You don't go in like Billy Big Balls and say, I'm in here now, throw a stone and throw this. Oh, fuck. But just stop with the throwing the stone stuff. Stop with the throwing the stone stuff. So I'm now beginning to get names. And I know that sounds like, she's one of those people who get names. I don't all the time. I really, really, really don't get them all the time. But I do get things said, not in every location because I'm busy doing stuff or whatever. But if I sit for a second and I'm in a group of people, and there was one time when I was doing a live and I'm standing beside a cabinet and one girl was doing the SS method and I said, Maureen, I said, listen, I always say, something pops in, it sounds stupid. Say it. It can be marked down, it can be ticked off as something, it can be ticked off as nothing, but say it. No matter what, because I've done it many times. So I said the name Maureen, blah, blah, blah. So I looked at the guy and he had a faith in him, like he knew. And I said, you know who this Maureen is. It's not like, do you understand what I'm saying? It was kind of like, I said, do you understand what I'm saying? Because I know this guy, he's a good friend of mine. And he said, the cabinet you're standing beside, look inside it. So I did. So this person was his uncle, and his second wife's name was Maureen. And then you can hear me going, like, I don't, like, names just don't pop in. And I remember being in Redwood Castle. I know I'm talking very fast, but I remember in Redwood Castle, and I was down in one particular room with a friend of mine, and we're sitting there, and it's just the two of us, 4 o'clock in the morning, everyone else is in bed. And I said, oh my God, there's a song in my head. There's a song in my head, but why would the song be in my head? It's not a song that I would normally sing in my head. It was, if anybody knows Charlie Pride.
Yeah, of course I know Charlie Pride.
Crystal Chandeliers. That my mother's song. She passed away 2 years ago in May. And I'm like, oh God. I said, Mother, are you here? Mother, you know? And I'm like, is it hot down there? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey, Ma, how's the flames? Sorry.
Is that hot down there? But
yeah, it's pretty hot down there, Ma.
Right, and I'm like, oh my God, my mother's following me. Oh my God. And then my friend said to me, Jenny, and he looked at me seriously. I mean, he goes, why would you sing that song? And I'm like, I don't know why. He goes, that's my wedding song. I'm like, you're too young to know this song. You're too young, but that's his first dance wedding song. Oh, wow. And that's my mother's favorite song. And we played it at her funeral when she was, you know, when she was being cremated. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, get me out of this small room in this castle. So I was like, oh, yeah. So things like that, that's the only, listen, if you want to go by funny abilities, that's mine. So it's just names that pop in. So I don't know if that's something or nothing. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
It's definitely something. And I'll tell you what else is something. You being up at 2 o'clock in the freaking morning in Ireland to come on our little, you know, talk fest.
Oh, listen, Brandon, now. Come on now. You're my honorary potato.
I am an honorary potato. And you know what else of talking about potatoes that I like is something that you guys invented, and it's the
We're still live.